Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 22 of your NHL 20 franchise mode here with your Quebec Nordiques. As in today's episode, we are tackling a big off season. As in the last episode, we unfortunately got beat out in the first round for the first time in our Quebec Nordiques history, as we got beat up by the Toronto Maple Leafs in Game 7, where we lost 8-6. It was a tough loss as we had the game tied. It was a great goal. I think it was by Taylor Hall, got the game-tying goal, and just we weren't able to get the game back together. And it really does suck. Like, it really does. We could have had that series in our grasp if we were able to just kind of get a handle of ourselves. But as we noticed, we could score goals, but sometimes we really do struggle defensively, and we've seen by this series where we did shut down a lot defensively. We struggled a lot throughout this series, that we were not able to play a proper defensive hockey. We weren't even missing anybody, and we struggled a lot. Offensively, our top six is pretty weak defensively. Hall's not that bad. Larkin, great. Dance is on the lower end. Yamamoto, decent. Pajot, great. But then you have Denis Gurionov. So, Denis Gurionov, we did sign him to a big contract, but do not worry. His no movement clause does not kick in until July 1st when it hits 4 years left. So July 1st is when we have to trade him before then. So trade deadline is a key day where we got to trade this guy for a big defensive acquisition because of the fact that we're going to be having Yamamoto probably play alongside of Larkin and Dance for upcoming season, and Hall on the second line with Perfetta and then whoever we pick up for that second line. But I'm really excited to see how good Cole Perfetta will do up in the second line, even if he is ready. But he had 49 points this year. He had a fantastic season along on that third line, and he was putting up tons of power play points as well. So I feel like Cole Perfetta he's ready to go into a great role in that second line. Otherwise, Marko Huntinainen kind of struggled this season. He had the same sort of season he had a while ago. He didn't really improve defensively, which sucks. We are really looking forward to him improving defensively, which kind of leaves us with a big gap, and that's, of course, our top guy. We need a top guy. Ryan McDonagh used to be that top guy, but he's not that guy anymore. He's falling down in the dumps, and it really does suck. We still have him for one more year. We're probably going to keep him. Depends on the salary cap and stuff like that, and how that kind of area looks around for the Quebec Nordiques. We might have to buy him out if shit does kind of hit the fan for us. But hopefully we can kind of fix this team up going into free agency, and the big draft will definitely help out for the Quebec Nordiques, and hopefully we can definitely make this team better for a big playoff run next year. We want to. We made to the Stanley Cup Finals the first time. The next time we made to the third round. Now the first round, it's not very nice to see that our team is just going to keep going down in the dumps, where I really don't want to see the team. And the Boston Bruins are your 2023-24 Stanley Cup champions, so congratulations to them on winning the Stanley Cup. They beat us out last year. They beat out the Toronto Maple Leafs in 4 games. Man, they were wiping out everybody. Like, Jesus. They beat Florida in 6 games, the fucking Maple Leafs in 4, Washington in 4, and then they beat out the Edmonton Oilers in 7 games. So that must have been a fun series. But Boston Bruins winning it 2 years in a row, beating us out last year to make it to that Stanley Cup final. Edmonton Oilers, they were facing the Oilers. The Oilers just have not been able to really win that cup. They got it once, but never again. So Nate McKinnon won the Ross and the Hart Memorial. James Norris goes to John Carlson once again, 4th year in a row for that man. Lady Ben goes to Nate McKinnon. Cole Perfetta. Hey, let's go. Cole Perfetta with a Calder, well-deserved. What a season Cole Perfetta had. He definitely does deserve that Calder for sure. Conn Smythe going to Torrey Krug. Vesna going to Philip Grubauer. Peter Mrazek wins to William Jennings. Bill Masterson goes to Johansson. Playfair gets to Jack Adams. And Frank J. Selke goes to Ryan O'Reilly. Ted Lindsay goes to Nate McKinnon, and Maurice Rucker-Bouchard goes to Leon Draisaitl. So let's continue on the simulation here for the Quebec Nordiques, and let's get ourselves to the draft, as we don't have any big picks, so we're not going to be too worried about that. I don't even think we have a first-round draft pick this year. Retired player-wise, we got Ryan Getzlaf retiring at the age of 39. Blake Wheeler retiring with the team that drafted him there in Arizona. You got Zach Parise, Justin Williams retiring at 42. What a fucking career this guy had, Justin Williams. Fucking great player. I love Justin Williams, man. A very underrated player. A lot of people underrate him for sure. Doing like a 2000 redraft, fucking everyone downplays that motherfucker. Pekka Rinne retires with the Edmonton Oilers. Did he win a cup with them? No. He was with Vegas at the time. They won the cup, and Vegas to even make it into the playoffs. So let's get to that draft, and let's get rid of Gurianov to pick up a better defensive guy to help out, kind of solidify our team a little bit better. I don't know who retired coaching-wise from our team, but I guess we'll worry about that much later on. Draft board-wise, what do we got for picks? We do have a first-round draft pick this year, so that's nice to see. We do have 2 4s, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. So not too shabby of picks. We are going to be making a trade, which is going to be a big one. We're getting rid of Gurianov, Brendan Gallagher. I like that name just by fucking looking at it, man. Gurianov, and Ryan O'Reilly's on the fucking train block too. So we have a ton of time to make some deals here. And already looking at Brendan Gallagher from the New Jersey Devils. That's a big name to me because Brendan Gallagher is a really good player. Really good. But he's 32 years old. That is a problem. 32 years old, and we want somebody that is somebody younger to bring into the team. Now, I wouldn't mind bringing in somebody older, but that's a lot of value that we would have to pay up just to get Brendan Gallagher, just to have him on the team for a couple of years. I mean, how much are we doing for, like, age? Like, let's take a look at that. I know our defense core is pretty fucking old, but how well are we doing for age? Like, what's our oldest, like, main roster? Like, Taylor Hall, and that's it. Like, everyone else is young as shit. So, I don't know why. I don't think it would be that big of a deal, because, I mean, you got Kristic, Samulski, you got Petrov, you got fucking Hunter, Gunler, you got tons of great prospects. I don't think... If we do have to pick up Brendan Gallagher, we will come back to him, but we're going to look at every possible trade and which ones are going to be smart, because depends on how much Gurianov is. If he's not really worth trading, yeah, it's not very much value from Gurianov. It is really not that much value from Gurianov. So maybe we could pick up some picks for next year and then maybe make a trade later on. But let's take a look here. So Christian Dvorak, very well defensively. He had 68 points last year. He is a free agency, so he'll be dirt cheap. But we don't know if we're going to be able to get him. That's going to be the kind of the big problem. But not the greatest defensive statistics in the world. And then you got Nick Schmaltz as well, pretty well defensively as well. He's another centerman. He does very, very well defensively. He had a great year last year for the Arizona Coyotes, putting up 70 points. So that's another guy that we could possibly look at. And I mean, not the worst contract in the world. 1 year left at 5.7. That's not too bad because of the fact that we don't really want to pay too much money for players. So it's either Dvorak or him. We don't want to pick up anybody for Chicago. They're too fucking old. But I'm already liking Schmaltz more than Brendan Gallagher just because of the age. I'm pretty sure Schmaltz is way younger than what we... when he doesn't fit, if Dvorak does fit in our lineup. But we're taking a big time. But I mean, we're a championship team. Who doesn't want to come to Quebec and sign in Quebec? I mean, that's a pretty blessed fucking position to be in. Josh Anderson as well, 3.8, second, or he's a third liner. Fuck. Dude, that is nice. Third liner that's picking up that amount of points. Fuck, that would be nice, man. Love that type of overall player to be on our team. Victor Arvidsson, sniper, but I'm pretty sure he's mostly like a playmaker. He's mostly like a playmaker. He's not really a two-way guy. Gallagher, we already looking at him. He's a very expensive contract, very old. Definitely not a guy that I would like to focus on for the Nordiques. As of course, when there's a fucking pick, it fucking just takes you out of the menu. Which EA, you gotta fix that shit. When I'm trying to do a trade, I'd rather not get my trade all fucked up. So, gotta fix that, EA. Vegas. We skipped over Vegas. William Karlsson, Alex Tuck, some veteran guys down there. But I mean, man, nothing really I want to look at. JT Miller, but that's $7.8 million for the next 5 years for JT Miller. Fucking hell. Yeah, no thank you. I think the two guys we're going to be really looking at, Ryan O'Reilly, that would be nice, but once again, he's older, 33 years old. Is Arizona Coyotes. I think that team definitely pushes a a competitive spot in my heart. And Dvorak's dirt cheap, like dirt fucking cheap. He has 1 year left. You're giving them a forward that they could use, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna need some wingers because Kessel's getting old as fuck. So let's take a look at the team, right? So what do you guys got? So Schmaltz and Barrett Hayton, those are your two first line centermans. You could totally use a fucking another winger and Dennis Gurianov would be a big time goal scorer for you guys. It's Clayton Keller's turned into a franchise forward. Woo! Damn, dude. Fuck, you're having some career years there in Arizona. Good job, buddy. So let's take a look here, because we could possibly get some shit out of this if we trade Gurianov, because we still have him for a bit longer. So if we trade Gurianov, we could still get a pick back. So if we could get that 19th overall selection, that wouldn't be a bad idea for us. I would not mind doing that, getting another pick towards our cause here. So we'll throw in a cheap rookie scare that we know won't really turn out to be anything. We'll give you guys Dawson Mercer. We'll do that. So Gurianov, Mercer for Dvorak in a first overall selection. And no, it does not go through. We will try some picks here. We'll throw in a fourth and a third of a couple years down the road. And then we will also pick up a fourth and a fifth. We'll see if that works out. Will that go through? No, it does not. Just a bit low. We'll take away the fourth. No, that does not go through. We'll take away the fifth. Does not go through, of course. Okay, then we'll just go for a couple cheap picks then. We won't go for the whole world then. We'll take off the first round draft pick and we'll go like that. There we go. Christian Dvorak, welcome to the Quebec Nordiques. We do got to give him a contract extension. But I do like the trade because of the fact that Christian Dvorak is going to be a solid player defensively for the team, I feel. Especially being on the second line alongside of some pretty good damn players. I'm really excited to have Dvorak. And he's 28 years old, same age as Gurianov, just way better defensively. And I'm hoping he can really excel into himself and become a better player on our team. So I'm hoping Dvorak will be a perfect piece to the Quebec Nordiques. But right now, let's continue on the draft here for the boys. And hopefully we can sign him in free agency. That's going to be another big thing. It's if we could sign him. I would not mind a defenseman in this draft. I would not mind a defenseman at all. It's either Pat Elak, or we go with Dubois, which I'd rather have, like, not a defensive defenseman, but it looks like we're probably going to have to pick one. We'll go with Pat Elenick. We'll go with a good Canadian boy. Top 6 defenseman. Fuck, that was a really shitty pick. Of course, already starting off with the shitty picks here, boys. This is looking like a rough draft here for the boys. Ooh. Camden Strabak. Yes, we need to get that goalie. Medium elite, 57 overall. Perfect. That's a great way to kind of pick back up on this draft. So it's looking a bit rough. We will definitely pick up Victor Alexandrov, as he's looking like not like a medium top 6 defense or a medium top 4. We have 2 4th round draft picks in a row. I know we have a shit ton of 4th round draft picks here, so we're gonna definitely be using them to our success. Frances Payet. Medium, low top 9. That's not, definitely not the greatest pick there. That is definitely nowhere near the greatest pick. Jason Caffrey. That's another good pick, hopefully. Low top 9. Man, we were getting really fucking kicked in the nuts right now. Like, we're not getting anybody good. Because everyone that we go after is like fucking medium top or low top 9. It's really kind of shitty. We'll go with Braxton Brembridge. If this guy's a bust too, yeah, we'll sim the entire draft. We're not getting anything too successful. We got a good goalie though, which is nice. But nothing really else for the Quebec Nordiques. As Christian Dvorak, welcome to the Nordiques, buddy. I'm hoping you sign a very nice contract with the team, something that's nice and cheap. Because I really don't want to pay you the entire world. But okay, so this is a lot of signing here, boys. This is a big free agency. This is a really big one. So we already got Dennis Gurianov off the team. Now we are going to have to spin the wheel a couple times here, ladies and gents, on whether or not we will be paying the guy or not. As I unfortunately don't have the wheel decide popped up, so I'm going to have to quickly set that baby on up. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I am officially back as we're going to be spinning the first wheel on Dylan Larkin as he's going to begin a big juicy contract as we have to give him a no trade clause. So that means he has a limited 5-team no trade clause. So our 5-team pick list. So that means that has to be the 5 best teams in the league. So hopefully 7 years. You know what? I will give you. Yeah, we'll go with 7 years. We don't really want to pay you $12 million. So, Pajot, I would love to keep you, but for right now, we are going to be getting rid of Pajot. Christian Dvorak, we're also going to be bringing you in. Yes, you are expensive, but we picked you up for a reason, and that was to be a big player for us. So that's what we are willing to do. We are willing to pay some money for a good player like Dvorak, and he will be having a full-blown no-movement clause. That fucking sucks. So we're going to have to be dealing with Christian Dvorak's contract for a little bit. Hopefully he does not hit the fucking fan. So we will sign him for 7.4 for the next 3 years. Because Spirit Captain has been another big player for the team. We are going to be re-signing him to a deal. He's been here since like day one, and that's a dirt cheap contract. We'll definitely be giving him that. Andrew Shaw. We'll give Andrew Shaw that one too. I would like to keep him on the team. But Fearland, we don't want to keep. Adam Lowry, we'd love to keep you as well. So we'll give you another year contract as well. And that is really I'm seeing. I'm hoping Yuri Petrov is ready because what a season he had in the fucking AHL, man. 75 points. He is really an explosive player down there in the Quebec. Holy fuck, look at those shooting category, man. 89, 91, 89, 91. Holy fuck, boys. That's some ridiculous stats from Yuri Petrov. Somlinski, he didn't have a bad year too. He had 32 points in his first year down the AHL. That's a good transition. That's really fucking good. I'm proud of those guys, man. They're transitioning perfect in the AHL. Finley, Hunter, we got to sign you as well. So that's 2 players added to that. Alright, so we just got to get rid of a couple players. We don't want Zach Ash and Reish Grupp. We can just get rid of Lamico. We could get rid of most of those guys. We could just get rid of. Defensively now, Ulanov is another guy that we got to sign. How many years? So the last 2 years of his contract, we're going to have to give him something. Yeah, so we'll do 6 years at 8.5. That's a big fucking contract there, boys. So let's see what the last 2 years of his contract will be. It'll be a full-blown no-movement clause. So once we get to the last 2 years of Ulanow's contract, that will be the amount we'll have to pay him. Now McDonagh is a big question. We'll have to see how much money we have. Shannon-Kirk as well. I loved using Shannon-Kirk this year. He was a really good fucking piece to the team. Miro want to keep. I feel like we could just get rid of Miro and just trade him away. And Shannon-Kirk, oh fuck, that's expensive. No, thank you, Shannon-Kirk. You can leave, buddy. You can just walk yourself out the front door there, buddy. We really do not need you on the fucking team if you're gonna be asking for that amount of money, you dick. You could get the fuck off our team. Cody Ceci, we still have him. He's dirt cheap. He's pissed that he's playing on the team though. He does not want to be in that position, making that little money. It sucks to be you. You signed the fucking contract. You knew what was gonna happen. We told you we're going to be depth, and you were depth, and that's what you were. Binnington, Soros, Soderstrom. We do need to get a new backup this year. Soros fucking struggled huge time this year, so we'll have to deal with that as well. Dylan Wells. And then we have a shit ton of prospect goalies. We got Schrock, Talopoulos, and Jones. We have drafted these goalies over the past couple of years. 2 in 2020, Tristan Jones and Hey guys, for some dumb reason, I don't know why, but my Elgato totally just glitched out and practically corrupted the ending of the video where we went into free agency. We signed Ivan Provorov. We signed Mason Appleton, as you guys see up on your screen. Actually, we didn't sign Ivan Provorov. He went to another team. But I just wanted to quickly update you guys on actually what happened. Basically, I just signed a bunch of scouts. And I made, I think, one free agency signing, and that was Mason Appleton, which was our guy that we picked up, 4.625 for 1 year. We were not able to pick up Ivan Provorov as we gave him a $10.325 million contract, but he decided that he wanted to go towards Vancouver, so that's what he did. He's in Vancouver now, playing alongside of Quinn Hughes, making $10.530 million there in Vancouver. So I need your guys' help on who we pick up for this upcoming season on a big defenseman, because there's not really too many big defensemen. I think the one team is Dallas, and I was looking at Dallas, and John Klingberg was a big name that we could be able to pick up, and I'm pretty sure there's another name in New Jersey with, no, that's Gallagher. where's the other place? In New York with Murray. You got Jacob Trouba. You got Brady Shea. You got some pretty big names in New York as well that we could go after and pick up to help out the Quebec Nordiques run for this upcoming season. I'm kind of leaning towards John Klingberg, honestly, as there is absolutely nobody in free agency unless you want to sign like a Braden Point, but we really don't need a Braden Point to be added to the team. But the only other good defenseman that's in there is Tyson Barrie, which does fit in our top 4 pairings. So maybe Tyson Barrie is a guy that we throw into the lineup as well. So you guys throw all your suggestions in the comment section below. And I'm so very sorry for the glitch that happened. I have no idea why the glitch happened in the video, but it decided it wanted the glitch. So here's the filler for the end of the video. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.